Just a can of beer leads to disaster. Drunk driving. We will verify the danger of drunk driving today. First, Orido and Kataoka will verify this danger by simulation. Then we will do an experiment using human guinea pigs. We will demonstrate how dangerous drunk driving is. You might think it's okay, but it's totally wrong. A doctor will tell us why. A special project, stamping out drunk driving, the drunk race. We asked the driver how dangerous drunk driving is. Doctor of Medicine Hidetoshi Kiyonaga knows the experience of racing. The influence to the human body caused by alcohol. Alcohol can impair cautiousness and your judgment. By driving simulator, we check the time needed to be aware of danger. Among people 30 to 55 years old, it shows the risk gets higher after 0.05% of alcohol in the blood. Even if you're not obviously drunk, you lose your judgment when you are just tipsy. I want everyone to know that. 130R Yokohama in Yokohama City. To measure the danger of drunk driving clearly, we use a racing simulator. A navigator and a driver for today's experiment are these two. Navigator, Max Orido. I would like to check the difference between sober and drunk driving. I'm gonna verify seriously. Let me introduce you to today's driver. Come on. Hi. I'm Tatsuya Kataoka. Pro driver Tatsuya Kataoka is here. You might remember he participated in the D1 Grand Prix with 80 Supra. His main business is participating in the GT300 with BMW with pro racing driver Taniguchi. He was a participant at Formula Japan and stood on the podium. He's a great driver. Using F3. Kataoka is going to attack a narrow track. Course in Macau. He will define the difference under the influence of alcohol. So, I've heard that you raced with F3 in Macau 10 years ago. Yes, I did. And you ran at the third place following the world-famous Hamilton. Kataoka has raced against Lewis Hamilton. My car stopped, but I ran third place for a few seconds. I'm excited today. So, I want you to test and when you're sober first. After that, he will drink and we will see what happens. This is the first time on a simulator and it's a long time since he rode a formula machine. How will it go? The track is narrow in Macau. The difference will appear vividly. It's been a long time since he rode a formula machine, but he was so professional. His body remembered what to do. He drives naturally through Macau tracks in the F3. Let's see how Kataoka drives when he is sober. What? It was 15 seconds. Good job. We don't really want to do it, but we will see how driving changes when we drink alcohol. We are gonna verify it. Driver Kataoka, he doesn't get drunk easily. Kataoka, the heavy drinker. Anyway, let's see what happens. The speed of decomposing alcohol. For example, a person weighs 60 kilograms, drinks 500 milliliter in 30 minutes. 500 milliliter is about a glass of beer. Alcohol stays in his body for 3 to 4 hours. Some of you might think you're not drunk anymore. 1 or 2 hours after drinking. Alcohol doesn't decompose that soon. Actually, alcohol stays longer than you think. 0.15%, which is against road traffic laws. It's still in your body. He drank 700 milliliters of beer, and we measured the level of alcohol in expiration. 0.178 milligram alcohol in expiration. It is little more than 0.15%. Let's start the test. Crashed immediately. Just a can of beer makes you different and makes you a little wilder. He looks more relaxed compared to before. Before you notice, the screen looks more shaky. You are careful. Kataoka slowing down long before the corner. Visual deficit under influence. The influence to a person's vision tends to occur especially when you look at moving objects. Kinetic eyesight is important for driving, so it's one of the problems that occurs while driving. Kataoka's eyesight was influenced. Oh no! Crash! I just can't follow the movement on the screen. So it's affecting you already? Yes. But I feel like I can do it. I see. How did you feel? I feel like I'm a genius now. He's drunk. Once he was third in the world. Influence to driving caused by alcohol. It's possible that a little bit of alcohol can make you feel better, relaxed, and with a looser control than usual. However, the influence on the central nervous system is never zero. It's totally possible that your judgment can be impaired and you can lose normal eyesight. The experiment continues. It's time for wine. Now I will test some wine. Cheers! Heavy drinker Kataoka finished 3/4 of bottle in just 15 minutes. His alcohol level in expiration rises up to 0.566. I totally shouldn't drive right now. I feel it. I think I'm faster than Hamilton right now. The start is already fast. Aggressive start. I'm full throttle. You are. I think I can run fast. He thinks he can. Kataoka drives like a pinball. He's gonna lose what he's doing. And then he's gonna make an unbelievable mistake. Course out. You were sleeping. He was totally falling asleep at the wheel. His eyes looked drunk. I was looking at the sector time. I was at the curb before I realized it. You were so distracted. Yes, you have never done that before. Right. I can see the bad influence clearly. He doesn't have any focus. Crashing all over. I lose track of what I'm doing. You are in that level now. Number of crashes: sober 0 times, tipsy 3 times, drunk 11 times. He had no mistake when he was sober. The more he drank, the more he crashed. So, for today's experiment, driver Kataoka drank all this. After he started drinking, he became half-minded in his driving and had sloppy shifting. I felt like I could do things good. Kataoka thought he could do good, but it was obviously bad. That's true. The sight gets narrower, right? And I felt that my eyes couldn't follow the moving objects. Sober, drunk. The situation changes constantly, but I can't keep up. And I felt like I was a genius still. You get more self-pride. Yup. That's scary. You think you're alright, you might have friends like that. These kinds of people are more dangerous. Just a glass is never safe. If you see anyone who is about to do it, stop them. Promise me, please. We understand the dangers of drunk driving. B option can't stop the test here though.